Hey there, AI adopters, Camille here. Today I'm breaking down how Ulta Beauty used AI to generate $2.5 billion in revenue. But here's what makes this case really interesting. I'm not just going to tell you what they achieved. I'm going to show you exactly how they did it, and more importantly, how you can adapt their approach for your own company. Let me give you some quick context about the situation. Ulta Beauty is the largest beauty retailer in the US with over 1,300 stores and 44 million loyalty members. Now that's quite a bit, right? But back in 2018, they were facing a major problem that might sound familiar to you. They had tons of customer data scattered across different systems, slow marketing campaigns, no way to deliver personalized experiences at scale. What makes Ulta's story fascinating is that they made three crucial decisions that most companies get wrong. So let me break them down for you. First, instead of just buying off-the-shelf AI solutions, they built their own AI brain called Quazi. Here you can basically see the timeline here, okay? And here's the smart part. They didn't try to build everything. They combined their proprietary AI with existing tools from companies like Adobe and Nvidia. This hybrid approach then gave them both control and speed, which is remarkable. Second point, they started with a clear business problem, personalizing marketing campaigns. Rather than trying to implement AI everywhere at once, they focused on their loyalty program because that's where they could make their biggest impact in the fastest way. And then third, and this is crucial, they made AI enhancements, not replacements, their goal, okay? Instead of trying to automate everything, they used AI to make their employees better at their jobs. For example, their store associates use AI recommendations to give better advice to their customers. So now let's talk numbers because they're pretty incredible. After implementing this approach, about 95% of their sales now come from loyalty members. They reduced marketing costs while maintaining effectiveness. Their mobile app, where most their AI features live now, it drives 66% of their e-commerce sales. So that's 2/3, okay? And most importantly, customers who interact with their AI tools are significantly more likely to make purchases. So that's a tangible ROI right there. I know these ROIs are really difficult to get into a lot of those case studies because it's such a new field here still, right? But Ulta has been at it for a while. And then here's what makes their approach work. And this is something that you can implement in your own company starting tomorrow. They build what I call the data feedback loop. Every customer interaction, whether online or in store, feeds back into their AI system. This means their recommendations get smarter over time, but they didn't try to build this all at once. Okay, like I mentioned before. And instead, they followed the three-phase approach. Sorry. First, they unified their data. As I mentioned before, just take a look here. All the data sources, loyalty program, credit cards, email lists, all that type of jazz. And they unified all that. They made sure that all their customer data was in one place. That's a very common problem, by the way. Then they started with simple personalization, like product recommendations based on purchase history. We've seen that before. Amazon uses it. Even, Netflix is using it with their videos, right? And then finally, they added more advanced features like their virtual try-on tool powered by NVIDIA's StyleGAN 2, I think is what it's called. So what can you learn from this? Here are three actionable takeaways. Number one, start with data unification. Before you invest in any AI tools, make sure that your data is clean and centralized. This alone took Ulta's several months, but it made everything else possible. And that's really the crux for a lot of companies when it comes to implementation. Second, choose your first project and choose it carefully. Look for areas where you already have good data and where improvements would directly impact revenue. And for Ulta, this was their loyalty program, right? So this is also important for two other reasons. Number one, you can very easily measure the outcomes. And then also, once successful, it gives your company forward momentum to expand into other areas. And then third, build or buy, okay? Not both. Decide what core to your business, and then if it is, build it, and what's not. In that case, buy it. Ulta built their recommendation engine but bought their virtual try-on technology. Okay, so if you want to dive deeper into this case study, I've put together a comprehensive report in my newsletter on aiadopters.substack.com. It includes a full technical breakdown of their AI stack, interviews with their key executives, and a step-by-step implementation guide. And you'll find the link in the description below for that. And hey, if you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel and forward it to a colleague. And subscribe, like, the whole drill, right? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.